True story, the smartwatch that gave him away. Rachel had never been much for technology. She kept things simple. No fancy gadgets, no overwhelming notifications. Her husband, Mark, on the other hand, was always the tech enthusiast in their relationship. He loved his gadgets, especially his new smartwatch, which he proudly wore everywhere. One afternoon, while sitting at home, Rachel's phone buzzed with a notification. Oddly, it wasn't for her. It was a message, but not addressed to her number. It appeared to have come from Mark's smartwatch, which had synced to her phone. The message was from someone named Emily. The text read, "Can't wait to see you tonight. Miss you already." At first, Rachel thought it was some kind of mistake. Maybe it was an old message or a harmless one sent to the wrong contact. But as she scrolled through, she noticed more notifications piling in, each one more affectionate than the last. There were texts, missed calls, and even workout updates that appeared to have been shared between Mark and this unknown woman. Suddenly, it all clicked. Mark's smartwatch, which he had paired with his phone months ago, had been syncing to her phone as well, giving her access to everything sent and received. Her heart sank as she read through the messages. They weren't just casual conversations. They were intimate, filled with late-night confessions of love and plans to meet. The smartwatch had inadvertently laid bare her husband's affair, something he had worked hard to keep hidden. Rachel confronted Mark that same evening. At first, he denied it, claiming it was a misunderstanding, but the evidence was undeniable. His smartwatch had exposed him in the most unexpected way, and there was no turning back from it. The once innocuous gadget, something as simple as a smartwatch notification, had become the unraveling thread that destroyed their marriage. Rachel later admitted that she might never have found out if it hadn't been for that one tiny slip. True story, the grocery receipt that revealed his infidelity. Emily never imagined that a simple piece of paper would change her life. It was a sunny Saturday afternoon when she decided to clean out her husband Jake's car before they headed out for a family trip. While rummaging through the glove compartment, she stumbled upon a crumpled grocery store receipt. At first, it didn't seem out of the ordinary, but as Emily glanced over the list of items, something caught her attention. The receipt was from a grocery store across town, a place she had never been to. More curiously, the items listed were not things she or Jake typically bought. There were snacks and drinks she didn't recognize, along with a particular brand of almond milk she knew neither of them used. Her stomach tightened. Why would Jake shop at a store he had no reason to visit? And who were these items for? As Emily thought back, she couldn't recall Jake mentioning any reason to be in that area of town. She decided to tuck the receipt into her pocket and let it simmer in the back of her mind. That evening, when Jake came home, she casually asked about his day. He gave her his usual response, saying he had been at work and then ran some errands. When she mentioned the grocery store, he hesitated for just a second too long before brushing it off as picking up snacks for a colleague. But something about his answer didn't sit right with Emily. Over the next few days, she kept an eye on Jake's behavior. He seemed distracted, often sneaking off to check his phone or leaving for work earlier than usual. The grocery receipt had planted a seed of suspicion she couldn't ignore. A week later, Emily decided to do a little detective work. She visited the grocery store and spoke with an employee, describing the items on the receipt. To her surprise, the employee remembered Jake, because he had been there several times with another woman. That was all the confirmation Emily needed. When she confronted Jake, the truth came spilling out. He had been seeing someone else for months, and the trips to the grocery store were just one of the ways they spent time together without Emily knowing. It was a tiny, seemingly insignificant receipt that had unraveled Jake's secret life. Something so small, yet it became the catalyst that led to the end of their marriage.